Yeah, many people may not like Verydarkman, and they are celebrating his arrest and how he was arrested. But tomorrow, it may be you. Many people have speculated that there are top politicians who are part of this, abduction. Because I'm not calling it arrest; it's an abduction. That's what they did to him. So I'm looking at it when they say DSS are the ones that say they are DSS, and they bundle them into the vehicle, and now they end up in EFCC. It means this operation is not just EFCC operation. There are government officials behind this whole thing as well. That's why DSS is involved. Because if it's all about Verydarkman and EFCC can do their job on their own. So I think these officials are trying to, find a way to link him to EFCC problem, so that they can be able to take him away. That's exactly what they are trying to do. They're trying to shut him down. They are trying to, shut his voice down. But they forgot that his voice is the voice of the people. His voice is the voice of the poor and the common man. That is his voice. So if you want to shut his voice, it means you are shutting the voice of the common man is helping. And those common men will come after you people. That is what it is. You can't shut their voice down. So the earlier you guys release Verydarkman, the better for you guys. Hello, my people. Welcome to Andy Media TV. We got a report that Martins Vincent Ose, popularly known as Verydarkman or VDM, had a call from the mother, who was a teacher, and she complained that, her bank account with Guaranteed Trust Bank, that there is incessant deductions from her account. As soon as salary is paid to her account, GTB, withdraws, part of the money from her account. And when she reached out to them, they said that someone took a loan, using her information and Nigeria identity number, to obtain a loan. And that loan is tied to her account. So that is the reason why once payment is made monthly, they take the deductions they're supposed to remit for the loan that she took. And she confirmed that she never took any loan, that she doesn't have any loan account or, have anything to do with any loan. And she has never, taken any loan with any bank, not to talk of GTB. So based on that fact, the sister of VDM reached out to him, to put out this information to him, and then he decided to accompany the mother to the bank with one of his friends called CPark, and they went to the bank on Friday, which is 2nd of May 2025. And when they went to one of the branches of GT Bank, at Area 3, Garki Abuja, and we got a shocking report that, while they were about, finishing up within the banking premises, he made a video, trying to alert his followers how, the bank is cooperating with them and all that. So shortly after that, we had a report from his friend, Kokopee, who made a video, alerting, the public that Verydarkman has been arrested, by the police. And shortly after that, we also now heard that the arrest was made by, the EFCC, Economic and Financial Crime Commission. So I don't really know. There's quite a whole lot of confusion, when all this information were coming out, because they are trying to understand exactly who, arrested him. And it was reported that those guys are putting on black and black, and the moment they blocked their vehicle, from both ends, then they were able to trap them at the middle and then grab him from the vehicle. And they took him, Verydarkman, and his friend, CPark, who accompanied the mother in front of the mother there. And they took them and put them in their own vehicle and whisked them away with hood covering their face. So, which means they don't want them to know who they are, where they are taking them to, and the route, they are taking to get to whichever office they are taking them to. But according to his friend CPark, he said that those guys said they are DSS, but they didn't show them any identity nor, bring out any warrant of arrest. So based on that, at the end of the day, it was now confirmed that that Verydarkman is at EFCC custody. That is the final bus stop. So today we now know that VDM is with the EFCC. Oh, why? Now the question is that why the arrest and why the kind of public, display and the kidnapping of this guy, in front of the banking, premises? That is the question that everyone is asking. From Friday till Sunday, EFCC has not issued out a statement to tell the public why Verydarkman was arrested. Nobody can have any clear picture of the reason behind his arrest. Everywhere you check, in the social media, on YouTube, on newspapers, even on television stations, everybody is just speculating the reason why he may have been, arrested by the EFCC. Well, I enjoy EFCC doing their job, but their method of operation is always a problem. The point is, EFCC that I know if we have a case, especially people that have some, some levels within the society, at least we can say that Verydarkman is not just anybody. Looking at the kind of things he does, how he fights for the public, how he has helped, the poor masses, in solving their, mirage of problems. When you look at that, how he's vocal, how he's trying to see that the country gets better, we can say that at his capacity, that EFCC would have invited him, right? If they can invite other people, at least VDM has gotten some, status, in the country. They would have invited him. Let it not be that he declined to honor the invitation. So, but there was no invitation given to Verydarkman. He was just whisked away from the bank. So many people have been, putting one and two together that the GT Bank is working in partnership with, the EFCC, because they felt that GT Bank must have called EFCC notifying them that it's there, because there was a claim that the CPark, who is friend to VDM, who was with him at the bank, was kind of entrapped in the bank door, for almost 5 minutes, while VDM is outside waiting for him, because he's the one holding the car key, which they came with. So based on that fact, that was the moment all these actions was taking place outside in front of the premises of the bank. So we have looked at several information, trickling down in the social media, and the conclusion of the matter is that EFCC have not issued any statement to tell the public why VDM was arrested. Many people have speculated that there are top politicians who are part of this, abduction, because I'm not calling it arrest; it's an abduction. That's what they did to him. So I'm looking at it when they say DSS are the ones that say they are DSS, and they bundle them into the vehicle, and now they end up in EFCC. It means this operation is not just EFCC operation. There are government officials behind this whole thing as well. That's why DSS is involved. Because if it's all about Verydarkman and EFCC can do their job on their own. So I think these officials are trying to, find a way to link him to EFCC problem, so that they can be able to take him away. That's exactly what they are trying to do. They're trying to shut him down. They are trying to, shut his voice down. But they forgot that his voice is the voice of the people. His voice is the voice of the poor and the common man. That is his voice. So if you want to shut his voice, it means you are shutting the voice of the common man is helping. And those common men will come after you people. That is what it is. You can't shut their voice down. So the earlier you guys release Verydarkman, the better for you guys. So if you want to shut him down, you people will soon engineer protests and engineer a lot of chaos within the country. And at the stage of insecurity that we have, that's not what we need now. We don't need all this kind of chaos, unnecessary chaos. Allow the guy to do his job. So I think somebody was talking about cyberbullying. The FCC is charging for cyberbullying, cyber stalking. What is an organization? A public agency will be suing somebody for cyber stalking. That's ridiculous. That's why you're a public organization. Anybody can talk about you, talk after you, come after you, and all these things. Then people can critique you. That's why you are public. Anything public is not hidden. It's for everybody. That's why if you're registering a company that's public company, that's private company. Private company is private. You can't find out information about them easily compared to a public company, PLCs. So if anybody is thinking about arresting Verydarkman for cyber stalking EFCC, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. it's so funny to hear that, if that's what they are thinking. If you are talking about individual, trying to arrest somebody for cyber stalking and you have proofs, that's different. But as a public organization, just like Nigerian police will be suing somebody for cyber stalking. I don't understand. So it is what it is. But we continue to clamor. Even the constitution says you cannot keep somebody beyond 48 hours without, a court order, right? So I don't know why you planned it very well to pick him on a Friday so that he will stay over the weekend till Monday. That's what you guys plan. And they work for you guys. But that's not the end of it, because you guys should sit back and wait for what comes out of Verydarkman, because you guys are putting more beast in him now to continue to do what he's doing, because it means what he's doing is touching you people. That's exactly what you are showing. But if you guys are just ignore the impact well and focus on your core mandates, at some point he may leave you guys and focus on other things. But now he has been speaking against all you these guys, in power and the EFCC as a body, and you guys are coming after him. It means what he's saying, you people are hearing it, and you people is affecting you people. That's why you are doing what you did. And with that, you have emboldened him to continue to speak more. So release him. If you have any issue with him, make it public. Let the public know. You follow the process. If you are charging him to court, charge him to court. Don't just keep him for nothing and starving him. Because I know Verydarkman will not eat your food. So there's no way will eat your food. So please let the guy go. If you have anything, if you have any crime this guy has committed, already. That Friday, you people pick it. You would have make it public in your Twitter handle, in your X handle. You would have posted something there already that Verydarkman was arrested for ABC. It means you're keeping him over the weekend. It's enable people cook up something that will tag on him. That's why you people are delaying 48 hours now. EFCC are not issued a statement on why he was abducted. Even his lawyer cannot say clearly why he was abducted because he too doesn't have the clue. So what is going on? I've said this over and over again. There's no place you arrest people before you start investigation. You must finish your investigation before you do arrest. That's how things work. But it's always a different ball game altogether when it comes to Nigeria, and that's so ridiculous. So, guys, I'm lending my voice, asking you guys to release Verydarkman, and then let us know what you people say he did. After which, if you are charging him to court, charge him to court. Let him go and defend himself. But don't keep him in your detention unnecessarily. He has spent Friday, Saturday, Sunday till Monday, which is about 3 to 4 days. And the law says you can't hold somebody beyond 48 hours. So what's happening? You recall that since the case of Bobrisky, and Naira mutilation and all that involved Bobrisky and the EFCC, Verydarkman has been vocal, criticizing, the work of the EFCC, particularly because the voice note that he played mentioned that Bobrisky, according to the voice note, said that he paid, some bribe to, the EFCC for them to squash the money laundering, charge in his case and all that. So since then, VDM has been trying to see how they find out who are these officers that are part of those, kind of payment and all that. So he has put him, a kind of conflict between him and the EFCC. And on daily basis, he keep, criticizing the EFCC of how, corrupt most of the officers in the agencies, are and stuff like that. So I think maybe Verydarkman has a lot of information, when it comes to, the modus operandi of the EFCC and how most of the officers, do things that are not legit within the the standard operating system of the agency. Recall that at some point earlier this year that EFCC fired about 20-something officers, for various reasons that, connects to the way they operate within the agency. So when you look at all those things, it's not far-fetched that, yes, there are a lot of bad eggs within the EFCC that is bringing, bad name, for the commission. So nobody can say exactly why. Is it because he's vocal? Is it because he's speaking, against the EFCC and what they do and how they do it? Is it because he's been speaking that the commission is corrupt? Is that the reason why he was, picked up? But the fact is that no matter what it is, why will they pick him up as a common criminal? Because the only people you can, arrest like that are maybe drug cartel people or, top criminals. That's the kind of people you will give that kind of treatment. When it comes to the NGO part, I think the guy has tried as much as he can, to kind of be transparent in what happens within the NGOs. And that's the reason he did that web linkages, so that as money comes in, everybody will know and see, how much that come in from who, when, and all that. He did that, to kind of create a lot of transparency. And when who sums of money comes to the NGO's account, he always do a video to mention it and mention who sent it and stuff like that. So I don't think the issue will be linked to the NGO. I know recently he gave out 20 million from the NGO to NAPTIP to support them to, repatriate back the young girls, that was trafficked from Kano to, Ivory Coast. So, and he made a video to say that, and he also worked harder to get in APs to see how APs will support to, bring those girls back home. So I don't know. Everybody is speculating. It must be this, it may be that, it may be this, but nobody knows exactly why EFCC has done this arrest. So we'll keep waiting for EFCC to put out a statement telling us why they arrested him. Again, his lawyer, Jabi Abuja, who also went to see him at EFCC custody, were told that he said he doesn't want to see anybody. So nobody knows why. And then his friend Kokopee that went, for them to give him some food, and they said they were not allowed to give him food. That EFCC has said they are the ones that will feed him. So, well, we don't know, but these are the information that we keep getting, as if the guy is one kind of common criminal, the way they are treating him and stuff like that. But I think that issue of arresting him the way they did is so demeaning and it is so ridiculous. Yeah, many people may not like Verydarkman, and they are celebrating his arrest and how he was arrested. But tomorrow, it may be you. That is the point. So, because how this thing works is when these commissions and agencies of government are doing what they are doing and people are not speaking up, they will become emboldened to continue to treat people in that way. That's exactly what happened between the citizens and the police. The police continue to manhandle the citizens, and the citizens will just be taking it like that. Until today, it has become a norm that Nigerian police can treat you anyhow and get away with it. All this kind of thing doesn't happen in developed countries. They don't. All right. If there's an issue that you have, with any security agency, it's either they invite you and you refuse to come. That's when they will come to arrest you, and they must come with a warrant, and they must show you the warrant. You will read through it and confirm that yes, there's a warrant for your arrest, and you comply with the arrest. It is when you refuse to comply with the warrant of arrest that's when they can do it forcefully. But except the person is a criminal, then they will go after you whichever way they have to go after you. But for this kind of situation now, at least nobody can say that Verydarkman is a criminal. Nobody can say that, because for you to come out in Nigeria to be fighting for people and standing for people and standing against powers that be, you must know that your hands must not be in dirty water. That's clear. Because if your hands are in dirty water, then you can't have the capacity, the courage, the confidence to do what Verydarkman is doing. That is the truth. And you understand all that. That's why I keep talking about integrity, keep talking about transparency and things like that. So I don't think he has any criminal thing, around him that may warrant this kind of Gestapo arrest that they did to him. So I think EFCC should continue to improve on their method of operation, because with this way they are going, they are just empowering Verydarkman without knowing. And don't forget, Verydarkman is not afraid of being arrested. He's not afraid of being in police cell or in prison. He has been there several times, so he's used to it. And even when he gets there, he will continue his Verydarkman work. So for you to arrest him just like that, I mean, you are just making him more popular, emboldening him, making him stronger. And his fan base will also be stronger, supporting him. So that's not the way to go. The way to go is if you have clear issues with him, what he has done that is against the law, that is when you can be able to make it public, and then you go after him, right? Everybody will see, oh, he did that. Oh, we agree, he did it. Okay, go to court, whatever court decides, fine. But with this kind of Gestapo where somebody went to bank, you don't have any invitation for him, you didn't call him, you didn't do anything. But other people, you do call them. You do call them. Even trying to open back gate for them to come in. So why is this case different? Why is he treated like a common criminal? That is the question everybody is asking. Because it's so surprising. It's so surprising. The kind of Gestapo style covering his face with hood. We don't understand when Nigeria has begun to operate like a country where they sell drugs, because it's only drug people that cover people's face so that you don't know their base and their operations. That's why they do it. Only drug people in drug cartels. So I don't really understand why it happened. But we'll keep our fingers crossed, waiting to hear from the EFCC to tell us the reason why they did what they did. But let me tell you guys, EFCC, I will tell you for free. As soon as Verydarkman comes out and recover, be ready for it, because he will continue. All these things you people are doing will not stop him. Verydarkman is a man that once he put his head in something, he gets this done. He will continue to do his job. He will continue to attack you people until you people change and start doing things properly. So if you are arresting him this way, is it not against many things he's talking about? So it is. So you guys are already showing that yes, most of the things he's saying about the commission is true. So you can't just be treating people like that. Those people who are looting billions and billions of naira, you have not arrested them the way you arrested the Verydarkman and covered their face with hood. You have not. And they are stealing billions. I was just showing appreciation to you guys, EFCC, for the investigation you guys are doing concerning the refinery. That you guys are uncovering the corruption of $2.96 billion that was meant for the refinery, that many of these top MD officials in the NNPCL have stolen. I was just appreciating you guys for doing a good job finding out all these, monies and trapping them in their accounts. But when you do what is, not right, we will continue to speak up about it. You can't stop people from talking. People must talk. That's why they have mouth, and that's why there's freedom of speech. So all these things people are doing, review your operations, do things properly. Let your activities, let the way you operate have human face. That's when you draw citizen support. Look at the whole internet. GT Bank now is being dragged. They may lose so many customers for this singular action that took place. Then EFCC on their own is being dragged everywhere, even globally now. So when you look at this whole thing, it's not a good brand. As a commission that is fighting corruption, you're expected to be neutral and on top of your game in terms of your operations must be transparent, your operations must be accountable, your operations must be a system that will convince people that you have done the right thing. That's when you start winning support. Yes, you can always have officers that will always bring a kind of bad name to the organization, But it's your responsibility to sit down, look inwards, fish out those officers, get rid of them. That's how things work. Clean up your house and make things to work properly. So guys, as you are watching this video, keep pressing, keep pushing, keep talking. That's the only way the pressure will be on them to do the right things. And I appreciate those in the diaspora, even including the white people have been seeing their videos, sharing their videos to release Verydarkman. I appreciate all these people. Which means people are seeing what he's doing to help the common people whom you guys in power have neglected and rejected. That is the point. So leadership don't care about the people they govern. They don't care. So somebody that care about them is who you want to take away. No, the people won't allow it to happen. They will resist it. They will fight it with whatever they got because the guy has been helpful to the common man. And that is the honest truth. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Let me hear from you on the comment section and see what you have to say. I've been searching everywhere to get clue of why EFCC arrested him. We haven't seen anything yet. They have not made any official statement, but we'll keep digging until we find it, and then we'll know what next to do. If you are new to my channel, please, guys, subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and click on the notification bell so that when my next video drops, you'll be among those to be notified. Thank you for watching, and then I will see you in my next video. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you.